plan. Going abroad is not something that you sleep today and get up tomorrow that I'm going abroad. Think about, what do I want to go there to do? Which country am I going to? What is expected of me in that country? What can I do to better myself when I enter that country? How is the pathway to enter that country? What are the probabilities that I enter this country legally and stay there legally? You're welcome to my channel. My name is Banestine. If you're joining for your very first time, you're highly welcome. For my returning subscribers, I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. Today's topic, I'm going to be dwelling much more about how to prevent modern slavery. What do I mean by preventing modern slavery? I have come to realize that people are voluntarily moving into slavery. How is it slavery? You decide to leave your home country and go to another country in order to help yourself, but you become trapped in that country. You become forced to do things that normally in your country you will not do. You are subjecting yourself to torture because you just want to leave your country in the name of going to another country because one or two have gone to those countries. It is modern slavery. First thing, moving to another country, many people leave their home countries and they pay huge sums of money, knowing fully well that they are going to that country to be illegal immigrants. You see people say that they have paid like huge sums of money to move to the United States of America through the illegal path. People pay huge sums of money for someone to direct you to move into the United Kingdom through an illegal path, to move into Canada through an illegal path. And there are many people who are even still willing, as I'm talking right now, that are asking for those illegal paths to enter into these countries or to various countries to seek for asylum, all in the name of moving for a greener pasture. I don't deny the fact that people have moved through these pathways and they have made it. But this pathway originally is meant for those people that are actually in war zones from their countries to seek refuge. So it has become now a path that people are moving into modern slavery. You see people move into particular countries in the name of seeking asylum and they are sleeping on the streets. They are lying on the street and the weather is not favorable. Just imagine in your country where the weather is favorable, where you grew up, you can't lie down on the street and sleep all day, all night without food. But you go and subject yourself in another person's country to lie down on the street, sleep there in the name of 1, 2, 3 days you will get yourself. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we subjecting ourselves to torture in the name of impressing people, in the name of impressing families, in the name of impressing the society? First thing, let me tell you the disadvantage of moving to a country illegally. As you were growing as a kid, can you remember that your auntie or that your uncle, that you were told that they are in the United States or they are in the United Kingdom or they are in Canada? If you remember that your auntie or that your uncle that was out of the country when you were still a baby and you have grown up to the age of thinking of going to that same country, but you have never seen that your aunt, have you ever sat down to think of, why has this my aunt never come back home? Why has this my family member, or why has this person that I've always been hearing of, that my American uncle, that my London auntie, why have they never come back home? Probably, maybe they had gone through an illegal path. When you go through an illegal path and you say you are going to seek an asylum, people have gone through those paths, seek asylum. Some people were fortunate enough to get their papers granted as soon as possible. Yes, I know people want to say, oh, it's my chance as well. I might get it at that time. I might also get it. What if you don't get it? The disadvantages of moving to a country illegally is, first thing, you risk your life all the way through various obstacles going through the seas, going through the desert, just to see through to go into a particular country because of the name that you want to claim that you have entered this country as well. That is the risk of you are endangering your life. Secondly, you go to this country, you feel so much tension, so much pressure, there is no peace. When I mean there is no peace is you don't feel comfortable, you feel like something is chasing you at all times. You don't have any freedom. You don't feel, you are not able to go to one state or the other because you are illegal. Maybe you have been granted documents as an asylum seeker, but they haven't granted your asylum yet. You are restricted on where you can go to at what time. And you can't leave that country to another country. Like you see the people that you had admired as those people that are enjoying that particular country because they are legal. They spend time enjoying from one country to another. But you go there and you are trapped. You don't have any freedom. You are not able to return even back to your home country. I mean, you are trapped in that country that even you can't return to your country freely, except you have voluntarily decided to be deported. And being deported at that time, are you sure you just show up at the airport, you will be sent back home? You will be sent to jail first before they can judge it through to see that you are sent to your home country. They want to see that you have not committed any crime when you were living in their country illegally before they'll send you back to your home country. You can't work, so you'll be subjecting yourself to do jobs that people will exploit you. People will pay you jobs that normally, if you are a legal immigrant in that country, you'll be receiving maybe 3 times that same salary. But because people know that you are an illegal immigrant, they will decide to pay you a quarter of what they are supposed to pay. Because they are taking the advantage, they are taking the piece of it. They know that you have nothing to, you don't have no one to report to. Sometimes you might even work for someone and they decide not to pay you because they know that you are illegal. You can't even go to the police to report that they have not paid you. Is this not modern slavery? Some people commit suicide because of all these things. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why have we decided to torture ourselves, all in the name of looking for greener pastures? I understand and I accept that it is not easy in some countries, and that is why we've decided to be moving out of our country, but let's do it the right way. So how can you make it right? How can you decide to go to another country legally? The first thing that I will advise you to do is take your education seriously. Because once you are educated, there are pathways that those countries that you are aiming to go to, they are willing to absorb you into their system. Because first, you are educated. Secondly, look for a country that you can afford. Why are you looking for a country that you cannot afford to enter there? You can make your path through a country that, even if it is not your dream country, you can decide to go through a country that maybe it's a small country, but your budget can take you to that country, and you hustle and you make it through, and then you save as much as possible, maybe enhance your education, enhance your skills, and you might see that you find yourself in your dream country. Some people are not doing anything better for themselves, and they just want to go out to that country. What are you even going to do there? You have no skills, you have no educational background. What are you aiming to do in that country that you are fighting so much to risk your life to go there? So what I'm stressing about is that try as much as possible to acquire skills. You see a student who decide to forgo their education, maybe immediately after advanced level, they just want to leave their home country to other countries. Why? Maybe university education in your country is as little as nothing. Why not try and grab your bachelor's degree in your home country? Why not go into a degree course that is a professional skill or professional oriented degree course? Look for that course that when you get through and get your master's, or you get your bachelor's degree, maybe getting your master's, that your dream country might give you free scholarship to come and further your education in their country. Many people are testifying how they are getting free scholarship, 100% scholarship into particular country, into particular courses. Maybe you cannot afford this much money to pay tuition fee in these big countries. Why not decide to study as hard as you can study as much as possible, and make good grades and move to that country? Why not decide to look for those occupations that are in the shortage skills and decide to educate yourself into these careers? For instance, healthcare is something that has evolved in such that every country, all countries are looking forward to employing foreign healthcare personnel. Why don't you educate yourself in that department, and then you look forward into going to another person's country, where you go there, you'll be cherished, you work with freedom, you work with dignity, and you earn what you deserve. Let's stop modern slavery. Many people, they are asylum seekers in a particular country. They live there for up to 20 years and they are not granted the asylum. And a day will come that they just pick you and they send you back to your country. And what about your family? What about yourself? Are you happy? Are you able to, why will you leave your family? Maybe some people are married. Some people have children, wives or husbands back home, and they decide to go as an asylum seeker. And I bet you their children grow up and got married and they were not able to even return home. Why go into modern slavery? And the reason that people are pressured to go into this is because they want to please the society. It is not about going to a very renowned country. It's how you can easily make it, and how you can make it, achieve it, and enjoy what you work hard for. Yes, there are some people that are finally asylum seekers. They still haven't ever been granted their documents. But however, they are working and having enough funds, but they can't enjoy these funds. They are trapped within a cage. When we think about all of this, it is very possible to make an informed decision, to make an informed choice. And then you go to a particular country, you can easily take your family, you can easily make a family there, you can easily make up your life, and you live happily, go home, visit family, come back, go to other countries, and you enjoy the abroad that you had always desired to go to. That is all I've gathered for you today. If you have enjoyed this content, kindly give a thumbs up to this video. Why not subscribe to our channel if you are still to subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.